Hey everyone, I'm Shaleia.
And I'm Jeff.
And today's topic, as you can see from the title, is can my twin flame awaken spiritually without me or, without my help and
So
all that?
I think this question arises from oftentimes, one twin flame will be doing the twin flame work and calling it twin flame work and doing a lot of spiritual work, and they look over at their twin flame and they're like, they're not doing this stuff. They don't know any of these terms. They're probably not very spiritual at all. How are they going to wake up? How's this relationship going to work?
Yeah, I guess that's one way of looking at it, and also I feel like I'm more spiritually, I'm talking hypothetically, if the thought is like I'm more spiritually advanced or more spiritually aware than my twin flame, and can my twin flame awaken without me? I guess this is about whether you are or not in union with your twin flame, and I want to add that this has absolutely nothing to do with whether you're male or female. Your sex part, your masculine and feminine energy has absolutely nothing to do with your spiritual awakening. It has everything to do with your desire and your connection to God and to yourself.
Well said.
So the truth is that as you grow and awaken inside of yourself, you're going to that place where you're already one with your twin flame, and your twin flame automatically grows with you spiritually. Now, when Jeff and I met, there were definitely areas of spirituality where I was much more, advanced than him and a lot more well-versed. Like, for instance, astrology, and Jeff doesn't really know astrology that well, still don't, and that's just not really his area of forte. It doesn't mean he's not spiritual or, about like when we were first dating, I was giving readings with my oracle cards and my tarot cards, and I gave him a reading, and he had he couldn't do that at that time, but he was so floored. He's like, oh my goodness, it's so cool. But what Jeff did have that matched me spiritually was his connection to himself and his own spirituality and his own connection to God. And it was very sexy to me. It was very attractive. I didn't need him to learn to do cards because I got that handled. It's like that typical analogy that we use about twin flame union being a garden. And we don't need to both be tending the exact same plant, just like in real life. You don't need to be watering the same tulip.
You're not on top of each other over the tomato plant, like, let's make sure this one tomato looks good.
It's like, no, fool, I got this one. Yeah. Go over there and weed out some of that crap in the garden bed.
Yeah.
So it's true for many of these instances. Although if you're feeling that this person is your twin flame and they're not as spiritually aware or awakened as you are, it's quite possible that they're a false twin flame. And that was my personal experience with my false twin, where he talked a lot of spiritual mumbo jumbo and spiritually seduced me with his mumbo jumbo at that time and his jargon. And then when it really came down to doing spiritual work, he was out the door. He did not match me at all, and he had anger issues up and control issues up the yin-yang, and I was like, whoa, okay, you talk a good game, but you're not on my level at all spiritually.
Well, the other thing could be that you're simply not seeing the spiritual advancement of your twin flame. So you think that you've got, I've got astrology and tarot and all these other things, and I know about twin flames, and he just calls you my girlfriend or my boy, or she just calls, me my boyfriend, but I know all these things and they don't.
Yeah.
Well, look more broadly. Where are they spiritually advanced, and where could they possibly match what you've got going on, on your end?
Yeah. Exactly, and I think a lot of the time it's just about releasing judgment about our twin flame and what you think they should be doing and should look like, and really just trust their soul. Eventually, Jeff really grew an interest in doing card readings, and he eventually opened up his channeling abilities one day. It was a very strange experience of him like opening up.
It wasn't like one day, it was like 2 weeks of like crazy intense like channeling constantly.
Yeah.
I wrote like a 70-page channeled book that was just meant to train me.
Yeah, and like clucking like a penguin and just like weird things. I don't know.
Clucking like a penguin? What do you get this
There's
from?
just like weird things like that you were writing, and I was like, what the frig?
Oh, where I was guided to channel for 10 minutes, like clicking on my keyboard, right?
He was clearing out his channeling. He was clearing out his channeling channels.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, this was really different for me. But it was different for me because Jeff was actually taking what I was doing and what I knew, and he was actually going deeper with it. So now, in many respects, I think that Jeff is way better at channeling than I am, and way quicker at doing channeling. We still have the same deep connection to God and spirituality, but he had a deeper desire than I do and did to really do readings and really expand his channeling abilities, because I just wanted to get to a point where I could just do it only for myself. I didn't care to, be a gypsy and like give everyone readings. That wasn't what my heart was really calling for me to do with my gifts. My gifts are elsewhere, and I share those with others. But for Jeff, that was appropriate for him. So it's very interesting how, in many respects, you could have seen me as a more spiritually advanced and aware twin flame, and Jeff, upon meeting me, I guess he was what you would call it, awakened. But,
well, I leapfrogged you in that one area.
But that's the truth, though. He just leapfrogged me. He was already ready. He was already there, and I had this one little piece. And he took that piece and he went deeper with it. And
in this area, I was the lock.
In that area.
And she was the key.
Exactly. And so, I don't know, it's a sensitive question to give an answer to, in because there's a lot of...
But the truth is, beyond all this, your twin flame cannot be more or less advanced than you at the core.
Yes, at the core.
You're equals in every way, and your complements in every way.
Yes.
Your twin flame, if you become more spiritually advanced, is automatically becoming spiritually advanced because you're tending the same garden. Any tomatoes you put in your garden, you're like, well, he doesn't have tomatoes. Well, his garden is your garden, and your garden is his garden. So yes, he does have tomatoes. Just because they're on your side doesn't mean that he's not taking advantage of that in some other way that you're not seeing right now.
It's like I grew the tomatoes, and he harvested them and ate them, and now he's a really good channel. Like really good. So
don't underestimate the power of your twin flame or your twin flame union, and don't underestimate the perfection that God created your twin flame union to be.
Exactly, and I think the last thought I'd like to leave you all with is to drop this heavy idea of being more spiritually awakened than your twin flame, that your twin flame needs to spiritually awaken. Even if you know your twin or you're with your twin and they don't even know about twin flames and don't even want to acknowledge or understand about twin flames or what that is, who gives a flying leap? They don't need to be with you on that level to match you. And I think the biggest piece is just to let that go.
I'm still giggling here over the flying leap comment. I thought that was brilliant.
Well, it's a substitute of a different word. I can't.
Oh, gee. I wonder what that word might be.
So anyway, yeah, I feel very strongly about this, where a lot of people use it to justify playing an ego game.
Or to justify holding on and waiting to be able to let go, right? Oh, I won't be able to let go until she becomes more spiritually advanced. No, just let go.
Dude, just do what love is calling you to do.
Really?
That's the spiritual advancement. It's just about love. It's not about the pile of spiritual information or spiritual skills that you have. It's
Yeah.
about what love is leading you to do, what love is calling you to do. Love your twin flame.
If
you
we
know?
could sum up all of the teachings of our life's work forever, it'd be this. Dude, just do what love is calling you to do.
Exactly.
Well, thanks so much for joining us in this video. We hope you choose to like our video, share it around with your friends, and subscribe to this channel for more awesome stuff.
If you have any questions, comments, or stories, you can put it in the comment section below.
And if you check the box below, like, look at it, there's a bunch of awesome Twin Flame resources that we offer to you for your awesome benefit. Thanks so much for joining.
See you guys in other videos.